Hello, welcome to my second book reading as part of a series of books that I'm reading to try and link up with people around the world that are struggling at the moment, in the hope that reading some stories and books might help to cheer people up and make people feel more connected. This one's called Chicken Soup for the Soul, and it's short stories and anecdotes that help to inspire us about the strength of spirit and um, give us hope and optimism in these times. So, the first question I need to ask you, and the most important one, is: are you sitting comfortably?
Yes, yes, I am, and I'm really looking forward to hearing this.
Good. Then I'll begin. If I can find the right page. Oh. The power of determination. A little country schoolhouse was heated by an old-fashioned pot-bellied coal stove. A little boy had the job of coming to the school every day early in the morning to start the fire and warm the room before his teacher and classmates arrived. One morning they arrived to find the schoolhouse engulfed in flames. They dragged the unconscious little boy out of the flaming building, more dead than alive. He had major burns all over the lower half of his body and was taken to the nearby country hospital. From his bed, the dreadfully burned, semi-conscious little boy faintly heard the doctor talking to his mother. The doctor told his mother that her son would surely die, which was the best really, for the terrible fire had devastated the lower half of his body. But the brave little boy didn't want to die. He made up his mind that he would survive somehow. To the amazement of the physician, he did survive. When the mortal danger was past, he again heard the doctor and his mother speaking quietly. His mother was told that since the fire had destroyed so much flesh in the lower part of his body, it would almost be better that he had died, since he was doomed to be a lifetime cripple with no use at all in the lower limbs. Once more the brave boy made up his mind. He would not be a cripple. He would walk, but unfortunately from the waist down he had no motor ability. His thin legs just dangled there, all but lifeless. Ultimately, he was released from the hospital. Every day his mother would massage his little legs, but there was no feeling, no control, nothing. Yet his determination that he would walk was so strong and was stronger than ever. When he wasn't in bed, he was confined to a wheelchair. One sunny day, his mother wheeled him out into the yard to get some fresh air. This day, instead of sitting there, he threw himself from the chair. He pulled himself across the grass, dragging his legs behind him. He worked his way to the white picket fence bordering their lot. With great effort, he raised himself up on the fence. Then, shake by shake, he began dragging himself along the fence, resolved that he would walk. He started to do this every day until he wore a smooth path all around the yard beside the fence. There was nothing he wanted more than to develop life in those legs. Ultimately, through his daily massages, his iron persistence, and his resolute determination, he did develop the ability to stand, then walk haltingly, then to walk by himself, and then to run. He began to walk to school, then to run to school, for the sheer joy of running. Later in college, he made the track team. Still later, in Madison Square Garden, this young man, who was not expected to survive, who would surely never walk, who could never hope to run, this determined young man, Dr. Glenn Cunningham, ran the world's fastest mile. power of determination. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed listening.
Thank you.
That's love.
That was wonderful.